Well, that's a little too loud. We can turn that down. Yeah. Okay. Now will this stay up? Perfect. Perfecto. Perfecto. So you probably think, why am I doing this so early? Well, one, all-nighter. But two, I found out there's actually a protest going on here at 10 in the morning. That's going to be happening in Portland. So I'm just like, fuck it. One, all-nighter, and two, kill some time before I go down there. Because why not? I think it'll be kind of a little fun to go check that out. I haven't been to one, honestly, in a while. So I think it'll be a little fun, to go check that shit out. Let me get this little bad boy loaded up. Shibbity-bitty-ba. Got the boom. Swoop. A little bit more now. Excellent. There we go. There we go. But I'm definitely hoping at least, that just slightly, it would be a little fun, for just for the hell of it, to go down, for Portland and see some of the protests and shit going on. I'm going to stream it at least, because why not? And maybe with a few little hashtags or some shit, maybe like you'll boost itself in the algorithm or something like that, with a live stream. I just want to at least use this as a way to just charge this fucking thing. Actually, what is battery on it? Fucking goddamn it. What is the battery on this without me, like, smacking it around everywhere to oblivion? Oh, 33% so far. That actually isn't that bad. So we'll just, like, let it at least get to, like, 70 or something. Or at least stick around until it's, like, 9:30 or something. Something like that. Ooh. Well, that felt good. Nice. Ooh, aqua. Aqua tastes so good right now. The coffee tastes really amazing later. Just don't have one right now. I would have one right now, but gonna wait a little bit. I'll have that on my way to the rally / protest later. I only literally found out last second, and because I happen to be up and it's gonna happen in a couple hours, I'm literally just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna like, chill here for a while, give an excuse, to let this charge up and then go down to that. Because, I mean, considering that it's Saturday, I don't really have, the only thing I had planned was just literally going to Silverado with my friend Brian later tonight. And that's it. So I don't really have any reason to necessarily, like, have shit planned. Besides just say, fuck it. Oh, man, at least, from the group chat when I was found that out a little bit, my buddy Logan was just like, send it has literally been beaten to death. Quit saying it. And I only said it once. Once. In the group chat. And I was like, you fuck. If anyone is to blame when it comes to that, it's not me. Like, you son of a bitch. Don't be going at me about that. I found it a little funny, honestly. Like, he sent an emoji of a facepalm, and I was like, you fuck. I knew it. But I can't be that mad, honestly. It's whatever. I just found it a little hilarious, to be honest. That's why I can't even be mad. I just thought it was funny. And honestly, that motherfucker was way too lit yesterday. Since, I guess, yesterday or tonight or earlier today for me was yesterday for him. Like, that guy was way too fucking lit, dude. He dragged me to fucking Portland to go deal with, like, like some job app stuff. And he distracted me with hanging out with, like, the Stonewall Granddaddy motherfucker. It's like, I mean, I know I necessarily mind, but it's like, dude, out of all the times we could have done this, like, it's a day that I got business to take care of. Even when I was there, I was like, all right, I'm filling this app. Fuck you. Dude, I like the guy, but goddamn, dude. Even when he wants to try to motivate me with the shit, he distracts me sometimes. I was even like, at Silverado, yesterday, like being frustrated, being like, dude, you literally dragged me out here to Portland to do applications of shit. And now you're distracting my ass. It's like, you motherfucker. Ugh. I did at least get my, mission accomplished, but still, it's like, that motherfucker. He could have at least, like, I don't know, fucking, like, maybe hit it up for another time. Like, I don't know, later today, like the initial plan was. And oh my God, this guy, I swear, once he gets lit, he forgets fucking everything. I love the guy, but holy fucking shit, dude. I had to remind him like 30 to 40 fucking times what the game plan was before we even got to Duffy's for karaoke night. I was like, yo, we're stopping off at this stop. We're walking to my pad. You're hanging out here for a little bit, and then I'm going to gather the supplies, for, pre-games later and shit. And then I'll come back, chill for a little bit. Like, he just could not remember that for a lick of a fucking dick. I swear to God. Oh my God. I can understand why the day before when he had a grandpa motherfucker, like giving him the extra bourbons and shit, I could see why he was so fucked up now. Because, same fucking thing happened tonight. I wasn't even trying for that shit to happen. But that fucker was distracting me. Despite getting my shit done, still. I don't even know how that was even possible. Got my shit done, but, hey, shut up. Still got my shit done and got distracted. That's a record for me, to be honest. I'll admit that. I'm definitely getting annoyed with the boss, so to speak, for the Wichita and Duffy's too, both of them, because they did not like to be at the fucking establishment, like, at all. And I've been repeatedly being like, hey, I've already put the app in, I got a resume and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Like, come on. Hey. Like, I mean, at least for Wichita, I know for a fucking fact that guy is literally working, like, cook shifts that someone like me can take care of. And this motherfucker just, I don't know. I don't know why. I get that, like, hey, when you're doing a certain shift and it's like, I'm in my business mode. I get that, but, like, god damn, you can't, like, check your office, to see the app and at least send email or some fucking shit. Because I'm about to literally berate all your fucking employees about the shit. Like, straight up. I already did that yesterday. I mean, and none of the employees even knew about it yet. Like the bartenders, none of them knew about it. Outside of like at least 3 of them. Outside of 3, the rest of them don't know. And now I'm at the point where they're about to. They're about to find out. For good reason, at least. Because it would help them. It's like, fuck. Like, why can't the boss man just fucking be a boss man for a second and just hit me up or some shit? It's like, it's fucking annoying. I mean, at the minimum, it's the least that fucker can do. I don't even know his name, honestly. I don't even want to try to be like mean about it, but like, goddamn, it's like, dude, it's not that hard. Just wish it would just fucking just like, hit me up a little bit, an email or something. So stupid. It's because, oh my God, it's not that hard. It's literally not that hard. I'll just have to break them more. I'm just going to do that, later today and tomorrow and later this week and a few other, times, in the next couple weeks. I'm just going to consistently berate them about it. I mean, because it's been at least, like 2 to 3 weeks now where I've been like constantly berating about that. Actually longer than that, at least like a month or so. Like, like legitimately berating them a little bit, like, hey, you need to cook, I'm your guy, kind of thing, constantly. And literally on the virtue because, the boss man, so to speak, is literally not like working a boss man shift, so, kind of thing, and is doing other shit, which I get that, but oh my fucking God. Go to the office and look at your resumes and shit, because it's literally there. It's ready for you. It's like, God damn it, you fuck. I'm sure I might, be buttered up with them pretty easily, but oh my God. My guy. It's not that hard. Please. Give me something. It's like fucking hell, dude. Ay, ay, ay. Sometimes, I mean, that's why I hate January, especially. Between like December and January, oh my God, it's like the worst time to find, jobs and shit like that. Like straight up, because it's so fucking annoying. Like, I mean, because it's either a slow period or it just legit is like the worst time, to try to find anything. And oh my God, especially lately. Oh, all these places like, oh yeah, here's an app. Oh yeah, here's our email, to send a resume. Like there so many places are like this, but fucking God damn, bro. Like none of them ever want to like come back with me with anything. It's so annoying. Or you all want fucking people, but yet you don't want to fucking follow up the people that are putting in shit. Goddamn, this aqua tastes so good. Something about like water in the morning that tastes so goddamn good. Shut the fuck up. No one asked you. Shut up. Who the fuck do you think you are, sir? Damn. You gonna watch the inauguration? I'm pretty sure like DFF is gonna live stream it, so by proxy, yes. I mean, I ain't watching it by myself. I'm watching some other stream to watch it. I mean, if I'm desperate enough, I'll even fucking like watch Voosh. And how the fuck did Gravity decide to say fuck this? Like, excuse me? Hey, Gravity, fuck off. No. Is it a dud? Did I grab a dud? Hey. Well, fuck you too. Well, I'm an idiot. Jay likes Vosh and Secular Talk. Well, Secular Talk is fun. Also, it is confirmed. Fuck you, Gravity! Fuck you, Gravity! It's also confirmed Secular Talk is literally a soccer ball coach. As a side hustle, apparently, he literally is a coach for soccer / football and stuff like that. So, and apparently a coach for golf too. That's a side hustle. It's confirmed. He's literally a lesbian soccer mom coach. He literally is. It's confirmed. Secular Talk, our boy Kyle, is literally a lesbian soccer mom coach. That's a side hustle. Literally, that's what it is. Like, it's been confirmed. He literally said it in the video, from like a day or two ago. Like, I was like, yes, finally, we found it. We have discovered the truth. Because he admitted it. It's like, yes. I mean, I just can't help but just be like, told you so. Because everyone was memeing it. But now, there's truth. My friend Rip City bought a 4-pack for us to split while we're at the protest, and I have 2 IPAs next to me, and I am really tempted to crack one right now. At least that's a substitute for coffee. My guy, Rip, don't fuck me up. No, don't do that. Oh, Venom, you know what happened last night. I already got fucked up enough. I don't need a 4. Oh, God. Oh, no. Rip City's trying to fuck me up at the protest. Oh, my God. No. I'm definitely grabbing a coffee. Do it. Don't tempt me. Quit tempting me. Don't tempt me, Sharon. Oh, I tell you what, Mike. Maybe it'll be that. Shut the fuck up. No, shut up. No, stop it. This is Rip we're talking about, okay? Have some decency. Have some respect and decency, sir. That was a good hit. Damn. Har probably already listened to that pussy enough. Dude, I had to deal with a fine, older, distinguished gentleman who was a Stonewall man earlier last night, okay? Like, that alone was more than enough. And that guy was pushing his fucking limits too. I'm not talking about that. Like, I mean, at least not now. Eventually that will be a story on the stream, but that ain't happening now. You're going to have to wait a week or so. You're going to have to wait a while before that story gets discussed. I mean, well, Venom, you already know, but like I'm saying, at least for everyone else, like that story for another day, for another week, maybe another month. Honestly, I can't even believe. I can't even believe, that situation. But whatever, I guess it happens. So what the fuck you gonna do, right? Hey, free bourbon and free jacket out of it. So. I never knew you were such a whore. Dude, I have joked about having OnlyFans and stuff, but, I mean, dude, you underestimate me, my guy. Like, straight up, you underestimate me sometimes. Brings a tear to my eye. Oh, shut the fuck up. Yeah, brings a tear to your eye. Come on. Dude, you underestimate my power, good sir. Look, when it comes to the situation I had to deal with, I'll say this much. Like the guy, but more about those, like, dumb and mommy teacher types. Let's just put it that way. You know what I mean? It was cool. I mean, I think that's like, someone to hang out with, and just kind of chill. Sure, but I'm not. What you see was what you got, kind of thing. And like I said, story for another time. I can't. Oh, see, fucking gravity. Okay, gravity is not my friend today. Gravity is not being my friend this morning. You fucking hoe. Hey. Damn. Oh my fucking God. Just stay in one spot. I sort of fucking got I saw a move. Stay. Damn. Honestly, like, after, last night and then earlier this evening, I didn't even expect, myself, to hang out with a certain individual, my friend Tyler, because he is really into this cougar that me and Brian are kind of like, yeah, we're chill, but, kind of thing. We end up, me and my boy decide to say, fuck it, hang out there for a little bit, play a little bit of Cards Against Humanity, but, dude, my boy Tyler, he holds up to the name. With Tyler the Defiler, he holds up to the name so goddamn, true to, like, every nth, when it comes to that, name. Because my boy, there was, like, a point where we, like, the last time I was at our pad, it was me, Logan, and Brian. We're all hanging out there, and Brian almost had that same situation happen with my friend Tyler tonight, but, it ended up not really being, like, a good situation. But the second time around, it's like my boy Tyler over here is fucking, like, just slaying the cougar. It's like, what the fuck? This motherfucker. It's like, what the hell? I'm actually really impressed with him because, like, I saw many a makeout session between him and her, and I was like, you motherfucker. It's like, what tricks do you have? Like what knowledge must you bestow upon me? Because, like, what the fuck? Not necessarily of her, but just at least, like, just in general. Because this son of a bitch, he's only more of a man whore than anyone in the group, in my friend group. It's like, he's literally the biggest man whore. It's like, how? Like, seriously. There was a whole bet back after high school where everyone thought I was going to be the man whore. But no, this motherfucker who just broke out of his eggshell just like, oh, and just like fucking man-whored himself out, basically. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, where did this come from? For one, and for two, what tricks do you have up your sleeve? What's even wild is sometimes he can even be more of a man whore if he really wanted to. Oh my, dude! Like when I was at the Fishbone show, when I, got the tickets for him and Logan and Brian, it was me and like all four of us. There's this one chick who was, just to be frank, drunk as fuck, but moshing out hardcore with all of us, so like in the pit, and shit. But like, funny enough, she actually kind of like targeted me initially because she thought I was a pussy in the mosh pit. I don't know why, but she was really trying her desperate like attempt to knock me over. It was actually kind of funny. Once I realized in hindsight, it was actually kind of hilarious because she was such a small little being that there was no way she can knock my tall ass over. It's like little 5'8", little short and stout chick, trying to knock me over. It's like, I'm 6'2", like, come on. It's like, what, you're gonna try and knock me over? It's like, come on, give me a break. But her and Tyler, for a moment, like, legit, were like, kind of getting a little flirty for a minute. And me, Brian, and Logan were all behind them. Just like right behind them. Just like staring at them, all like looking at each other like, we sort of fuck if he doesn't get her number, blah, blah, blah. Like we were just all thinking like, there's at minimal, there has to be like a number exchange. But that never happened. He thought she was too lit, to the point where she's like, I didn't feel comfortable about it. It's like, dude, open opportunity, just at minimal to be like, hey, let's get like an Instagram or some shit or something. It's like, my guy, I would have done that. But no, this son of a bitch just fucking just flopped it. Just like shat the bed. It's like, my guy, my dude. All of us were just like, bro. All of us, like after the show, when we were talking about it, he was like, I didn't feel comfortable. But it's like, dude, it doesn't matter if she was drunk. Just get an Instagram or something like that. You don't have to like go to her place or whatever the fuck, who cares? Just get a social or something, a contact. Because then next time when you're all sober, then you all can talk. It's like, dude, I'm still going to beat him up over that a little bit. But you know what? He doesn't even need to because earlier last night / tonight, it's like my guy's just over here just like slaying cougars. Like, what the fuck? I mean, it's like, he could get even more if he wanted to. I mean, kind of the whole point being, it's like, because sometimes, for good reason, though, I will admit, like, there's actually, some respect, for him to be like, I'm not comfortable about that. Like, I mean, it's better to be that versus take advantage of, right? Like, so I can actually get that. But, man, there's a lot of times where he could get some way more poon if he really, truly wanted to. Because this motherfucker, I swear to God, like, straight up man whore. Like, he really is. He just straight up is. At least that's water. I love him though. He's a great guy. And just honestly, just going places where I think he doesn't necessarily completely realize, to be honest. I need his skills. Tell me about it. I might have like some drip, but goddamn, that guy's got like some extra level shit. And the thing is, he's kind of humble about him being in a band that's actually pretty popular in Portland with Atomic Terror. Like, he's like the main guitarist and soloist and shit, but it's just like, he's pretty humble about it. Like, he only really brings it up if other people, mention it's like, you're in a band, aren't you? I think I might have seen you before, stuff like that. Like, like I said, I've seen this shit. because I hang out with him all the time, and I've been to shows with him and all sorts of other shit, like where people will be like, I think I recognize you a little bit. And then that's when he brings it up. But usually he's pretty humble about stuff like that. Like, he doesn't really bring it up that much. But, like the guy's got, like, the talent. Like, it's just a random riz. He also has a hair for it, too, to be fucking frank. And also, like, just the voice. I mean, he's got it all. I mean, honestly, when it comes to that shit. I think that's why, but he's just very, very humble about it. I mean, at least, when it came to the karaoke stream from earlier tonight, I mean, he definitely showed off, the voice, especially because, he always has to. Because, I mean, the guy is really, like, insanely intense when it comes to that shit. I mean, way better than me, to be honest, because I can go, like, yeah, I can go up there myself, but he is, like, he's got, like, the chops, like, straight up. Like, I can work the chops and, practice it enough, but, like, after a certain point, it doesn't really work as well anymore. But when it comes to things like growls or, like, tenor, punk style, like, kind of shit, or, like, maybe, like, upper tenor and stuff like that, I could do that shit for sure, like, easy peasy. But, like, when it comes to those, like, archipels and really high up there, it's for me a little bit more of a struggle. But for him, it's kind of like second nature to him. Basically, it's like, what the fuck? I wish I had the talent, because I can get up there, like, especially when my voice is actually good for it. Like, I can go up there, but I just don't have the lung capacity, so to speak, to really, like, really, tighten it up and do it. That's my main issue. It's like, I just need to, like, get my lung capacity back, which hopefully, retiring or unretiring my trumpet, maybe I can kind of get back and, getting those chops back again, especially just for, vocal capacity too. I just need to get it cleaned up and then, see if I still have, like, trumpet oil and stuff and grease and shit, because I will need that, to make sure I get everything all lubed up again. But if I remember, I'm pretty sure I don't, so I have to get some more. That's gonna cost money. Well, you know what? Maybe if I hit up Eric and maybe have a jam sesh, after I retire it a little bit, maybe I can, once I get, enough chops back, maybe I can, grease it up and oil it up a little bit, with with the guys over there a little bit. Maybe. I have to see. I've been meaning to hit that motherfucker up anyway, just because I've been, wanting to upload some of the videos, from the last show, that they were at, so I've been meaning to do that, and I keep forgetting to bring it when I want to do it, so I'm just like, fuck. So hopefully, at least, tomorrow I'll be able to do that. Gotta go look 45 yesterday. Nice. Not the biggest fan of Glock myself, but personally, but I mean, I've actually handled a Glock before, and they're nice. It's just I kind of prefer more, like, I don't know, like, nostalgic kind of style sidearms, like a 1911 or like a revolver, stuff like that. I'm a little bit more keen on stuff like that, but I love me a good Glock too. Because I had an old coworker that had a police sidearm Glock. God damn it! And then it was a fucking come on, gravity, quit being a bitch. There we go. But it was a I think if I remember, Jesus fucking Christ, really starting to get annoyed by this. Just stay in one fucking spot. Damn. I was almost going to get a 1911 or a Kimber Micro. Yeah, if I remember, at least, like I was saying before my phone decided to be retarded, but the Glock that I was thinking about is like one of my coworkers. He used to be in the Portland Police Bureau for a couple years, but he kept his service weapon. He still had it, and if I remember correctly, I think that was a 40 cal / 10 millimeter. If not, I think it might have been either a 9 or a 45. It was one of those three calibers, if I remember correctly. My friend Tyler, actually, to bring him back up a little bit, he has a Glock, which, funny enough, he has not bought ammo for, nor has even taken it out to shoot. This fucker's had that gun for literally over a fucking year, 10 millimeter goddamn Glock, and this motherfucker's not even taken it to a fucking range yet. Nor bought ammo for it! After all this time, it's like, motherfucker, how many times have I took my goddamn rifles and shit shooting? And this son of a bitch, like, I swear, like, that motherfucker, I'll even buy ammo for it, for fuck's sake. It's like, it's like, dude, I bet I would be able to fucking handle that motherfucker, way better than his ass because he hasn't even barely touched it. Every now and then, I'll tinker with, my firearm and shit, just to make sure, hey, it's all good, nice lubricated, stuff like that, all that shit, and also just to, remember how to operate it, and just like there's, like hand memory kind of shit, obviously nothing wrong with that, but it's like, my guy, my boy, Ty, like, dude, next time I go out shooting, you're going with me, and 2, we're stockpiling at least 400, 500 rounds of your fucking goddamn gun. I swear, like, fuck you otherwise. So like you're buying it and you're splurging. If I've done it before, you'll do too. It's like, goddamn, bro. It's like, come on. I mean, my friend Brian already wants to, go out, target shooting with me, and already wants to go out in the mountains and shit anyway. For like camping, so I think him and I might honestly just say, fuck it, and just like go rucksacking, and and find a little spot. Maybe we could do that because I want to go camping, with my shit too a little bit and do stuff like that. Because why not? And also, worst case scenario, if a coyote or anything else comes nearby, plus, hey, good eating. Mixing that up with everything else in between. Ooh. Coyote might be really gross, but other critters, like raccoons, squirrels, or something, like a little raccoon squirrel stew, that might be pretty fire. That might actually be pretty legit. This might hurt you, but there's nothing I could do because I blew a train last night. You cannot be so phobic about it, sir. Offensive songs are hilarious. Well, yes, they are. I kind of like how my friend Brian likes trans folks, but doesn't really necessarily want to fuck one. It's like, dude, just fucking admit it. You want to. You want to. It's like, come on. I do. Well, that's what I mean. It's like, it's like, come on, bro. You've almost, multiple fucking times, you've literally gotten your dick sucked by one, where Logan even has before, too. I already know who this is, and it's like, come on. It's like, dude, give me a break. You want it. Come on. Just because there's a D there, don't mean that, it's a pussy you want to smash. Yeah, might be the booty, but who gives a fuck? Well, I guess you would be, but still, it's like, come on. Who gives a shit? Gotta take the Freddie Mercury principle. I like to fucking get fucked. I've heard camping spot recommendation. I mean, I live in Oregon, dude. There's so many fucking places out here that are perfect. Appalachian Mountains. I I live in Oregon. The Appalachian Mountains are like the opposite side of the country. Unless I'm taking that much of a field trip, nah. I mean, I'd like to visit it, like with West Virginia or something, like, Logan County or some shit. Check out some museums, especially if, like, labor uprising, labor history around there. Like, West Virginia's got a lot of really cool history. I like to check out Appalachia, but considering where I live, there's endless fucking places, endless options for renewal when it comes to, like, little hideaways, little foothills. I mean, dunes, like coastal mountain ranges, just coast itself, little like hot spring areas, all sorts of things. This is one thing, but urban legends there. Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet there's all sorts of random little legends that, I don't even know about. There's like popular ones and shit that I'm kind of familiar with. I know there's a Jersey Devil, which isn't really necessarily like, in the Appalachian areas, but there's been stories apparently, from my understanding, from cryptozoologists, weirdos, that, say it does. I mean, it just has, obviously the name of Jersey Devil just because it started in Jersey. Yeah, and you got skinwalkers, wendigos, feral people, which basically are just like hyper ancestral fucking weirdo outlier families that probably live out in the foothills of goddamn Appalachian Mountains. If you know about the Wrong Turn series, that in a nutshell, but maybe less violent. Pretty much. Oh, what time is it? Okay. Sweet. You. Little bing bing. You want to go on an adventure? Oh, you perked your ears up real quick to that. I think he wants to go on an adventure. Tell scary stories. Anything haunting? Yeah, not immediately off the top of my head. I mean, Portland doesn't really have, or like Oregon in general doesn't really have like that much like scary shit, so to speak, that is around. But I'm a sucker for Bigfoot though, and as a kid, granted, I don't really think they're actual Bigfoot encounters, but I like to think fuck it, they probably were, maybe. There's one time where I was hearing a lot of different rustling outside one time when me and my dad were camping, and it was and my dad was hanging out by the campfire longer than I was because I went to bed early. But I woke up in the middle of the night after he went back in the tent, and I woke up and was hearing a lot of fucking rustling, and I was hearing like pretty distinctly these like like how like having like big log just boop smacking up against a tree kind of thing. At least that's at least theoretically a form of communication that Sasquatch would use as a form of communication. I was hearing that, and I was all and like I said, I was hearing rustling around in the on the campgrounds that we're at. And at one point like I could have swore I saw like these hands just like rustling and just brushing up against the tent. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was looking at this like, what is this? It's like, what the fuck? Is this the Sam Scratch? Is this Sam Scratch? Oh shit. Because I was straight up like, whoa. But like I said, I was a little kid too. So, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I do remember what I saw, but at the same time, Was it my own imagination? Or was it a Sam Scratch? Because if there's at least one thing, at least cryptozoology-wise, that is a big thing around here, it's Sam Scratch. It's good old Sam Scratch. Good old Bigfoot. He's a worship leader for a long time. Yeah. But also, from my understanding, also, like, there's different indigenous tribes, indigenous peoples, too, that, had, like, a respect, and also, like, folklore and tales, like, correlating with Bigfoot, too, as well. So, at least, when it came to, when it comes to, like, Sasquatch / Bigfoot, I mean, legitimately, at least for me, like, I do think that it was probably a thing around here in North America at one point, but at this rate, I don't think it is anymore, unless there's, like, some really, like, isolated groups that, we just aren't aware of, or maybe we have, like, the very, like, rarest, like, encounters with. But beyond that, there's just a bunch of motherfuckers just trying to grab a grift, which is so annoying and stupid, because, like, I do think it would be really cool to actually learn if they are a thing and, and all that shit, because that would be legit. That'd be cool. But to me, people want to grift on it, and that's annoying. I swear, there's definitely some shit I've seen as a kid growing up. It had to be a Sam Scratch. No, I mean, demonic possession is the second to last one. Oh. You know what? YouTube might have fucked it up. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. You know what? All messages will probably help. Yep. There we go. Yeah, I just had to switch it up. I had a friend who said you used to cast demons out of people. You can say Jesus because how bad it was. He's a worship leader. Oh. It sounds like, he was probably just like a Christian grifter. I mean, because the idea of, like, exorcising demons and shit, like, that's, I mean, if you really think about it, it's not actually a lot of abuse that happens to shit like that. I mean, I've seen a lot of different, like, videos of people who, obviously are just kind of using it as a way to try to help themselves, but it's just, I mean, also, like, a lot of people that use it as a way to basically just, kind of take advantage of it in a sense, while still taking the abuse, essentially. Never seen actual possession. Well, kind of proving my point, because honestly, when it comes to actual possession, so to speak, they're not really much of a thing. I mean, someone going through psychosis could be probably the closest idea towards that, but ultimately, like, that's psychosis. I mean, like, it's not like, some possession or anything. It's just like a factor of mental illness, that, hits somebody, negatively in a way where it obviously, is very detrimental to the point where it can look like a possession to people just because of, how bad it hits them. And it's not even just psychosis, but you also have, like, schizophrenia, for example, too. Because I've had someone that I had to deal with like that before while they're going for those episodes, and to a lot, I've literally have seen, like, attempted exorcism towards that, and frankly, it literally made it worse. Straight up made it worse. And it just kind of, to me, proves that, like, when it comes to those, tactics, kind of, and shit like that, like, it is just straight fucking abusive, especially in the ways I've seen it. Because I have, seen someone with schizophrenia, go through that type of shit, where his dad, it was, because both of them were roommates at that time, it was Robert and his son. And his kid, I guess for context sake, was in the Navy during the Iraq War and shit like that. And potentially was also, like, maybe on the ground, or at least, more active, as a sailor, or something like that. You know, I don't know all the details about it. You know, I never really said much about it anyway. But like with that in mind, and also his certain proclivities and how his family kind of treated that kind of shit. At least his stepmother and then a few other people, at least in his immediate life. It ended up kind of snapping something in him to the point where it ended up being developed onset kind of schizophrenia, to where by the time he was here, hanging out, like, it didn't really catch on at first. It was actually kind of really subtle, but over time, it ended up being something where it just prolonged more and more, to where these episodes got more significant and more drastic, to the point where it got dangerous. And frankly, I mean, in a way, it's kind of why I have a few firearms myself, to be fucking frank. Not just for that reason, but for many reasons. Because there's a few times where I'm just like, do I have to, like, literally, like, use Second Amendment over here, to, like, make sure my mom don't die or some shit? Like, am I, it's like, But, I mean, it's at least for a certain family member, still feel that way. There's at least, one or two where I'm just like, if I saw them around, I would have fucking, flinch about, certain shit about that. Just straight up. Never seen the actual. I read that. Yeah. Thought there was that coming. Ah, damn YouTube. Being a little slow on that shit. Oh, damn, it feels so good. Ooh. I was about to read that, but then it got retracted. Damn it. Don't tease me like that. Gravity is not my friend today. I bet gravity is not going to be my friend at all today. Like, at all. Was to actually acted like it was possessed. I would just think it would be like, the Sasquatch version of the undead, nightmares from Red Dead. Just be like, I'm the last of my kind, and I'm possessed. But then, John's just like, you eat babies! You eat babies! You're possessed and eat babies! We eat berries and nuts, you fool! No. You eat babies! That honestly is, like, probably the best, like, DLC out of any Red Dead game. I wish Red Dead 2 actually got fucking DLCs outside of, like, some bullshit, from, like, Red Dead Online or whatever. Rockstar kind of fucked up with that. I'm not even gonna lie. They really fucked up with Red Dead 2. They did so right with the first Red Dead, but then they fucked up. Shame. Playing this goes back to, like, the 1990s. Never followed up the series. Oh yeah. It goes farther than that. It goes back to, the 80s and shit, dude. Yeah. Dude, the original movies of Planet of the Apes, it's so fucking worth watching. Honestly, in a way. I mean, it's actually kind of hard because, like, I mean, the original series of, the movies are really fucking great. But, the new iteration, is pretty good too. because you got like Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes and stuff like that. Like those, hey, Monkey Kingdom stuff like that. It's good shit. But I mean, I don't know. Nothing beats the original. Never knew, dude. You should see the first movie, dude. The first movie, like, it's. Oh, I think you would love it. If I remember correctly, it might be on YouTube. You might have to buy or rent it, but it should be on YouTube. If not, I mean, it's got to be on like Amazon or HBO or somewhere. It's got to be somewhere. But either way, you gotta at least check out the original Planet of the Apes movie, because holy fuck, get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape! And all the apes are just like, oh, this human speaks. It's like, I mean, dude, your first movie, dude. Oh, with that iconic line, that is an iconic line in that first movie. I mean, you would love the fuck out of it. I mean, if you haven't seen it, apparently haven't, like, dude, check it out. You would love the fuck out of that movie. You would not regret it at all. It's like someone told me Lord of the Rings was a cartoon. I call bullshit. Lord of the Rings is a cartoon. Yeah, well, Lord of the Rings isn't a cartoon. I mean, there is like, I think there are some series, that is, a cartoon from Lord of the Rings, but the actual like Lord of the Rings movies, that they're not a cartoon. There's cartoons. Oh yeah. There's cartoons about it, but the actual like books themselves by Tolkien. Like, obviously they're not, because they're books, and the books and the movies themselves, well, they're live action, and also had really amazing work when it came to like the different sets and stuff like that. You should look at the documentary about the behind the scenes about Lord of the Rings, because there were so many different things about like specific angles and shit like that, where people like, with the hobbits, for example, being like, short, basically, but using, certain scenes and certain angles and stuff like that to, I don't know, like, it's fucking amazing. It's honestly just insane how much, like, like, how much work went into that type of shit. Or is this a masterpiece? Oh, it's absolutely. It totally is. I mean, it in itself, not just as a movie, but just as like, a piece of art is just like, just a full-on masterpiece. I mean, it'd be hard to fucking like, say otherwise, to be honest. I mean, love, hate it, or whatever the fuck. I mean, you have to at least recognize and respect that. Paramount did a Halo dirty. Halo's getting a remake also. Oh no. Oh no. No. It was already bad enough. They already fucked it up. Oh god, no. Those motherfuckers. Paramount, and I think that Paramount's owned by Warner Brothers too, so really it's like Warner Brothers is fucking it up. You motherfuckers. The 3 OG Halos were made the Master Chief collection. But now, 3 is soon a remake. Oh my god. Can we stop the remakes? Not just with Halo, but with like everything. Can we just, Filthy Frank status? It's time to stop. It's time to stop right now. Here's the time clock. Imagine that. Imagine holding one. It's time to stop. It's like, guys, goddamn, bro. What? Like, can we just stop at the remakes? Oh my god, with like everything from Halo to all this, the Disney flicks, especially when the live action, like, ugh. And then like you got like Marvel stuff and all the social. It's like, can we just not? Can we just not? Because motherfuck. Like, I mean, we've had enough nostalgia. Can we have at least original shit and some new shit, please? Thank you, Hollywood. Come back to me when you got some new shit. If not, go away. It's like, nah. It's so annoying. Like, how about Poltergeist? Oh, yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I'd like if they honestly remake that shit, to be fucking frank. At least in their own creativity and originality. But, no, Hollywood, even they would fuck that up. And that is what's even more annoying. Because even, properties where I'm like, maybe they could come back with this and maybe do something different, they're even going to fuck that up. Like, that's Nosferatu. I fell asleep for that fucking movie, for God's sake. I didn't even mean to. I just did. I don't even remember when. I just know I did, because I woke up with one of the fucking movie theater, boys being like, shaking me up, being like, I was like, oh shit. I took a hardcore nap. Whoa. My friends abandoned me. Well, I guess I'm walking home. Like, straight up that happened. I was like, I straight fell asleep for that fucking movie. I mean, and I've heard so many people saying they wish it was better and wish it was like not like a ripoff, basically. I was like, God damn. If I literally fell asleep for it, then obviously it was not good. And I was enthralled for the first half of it, but then it's like dragged on, started getting boring, and then I just passed out. I don't even remember when, like, I don't even remember the last thing. I just remember it was something about, like, Dracula, being like, you must sacrifice someone for my blood, or some shit. I was just like, Skate 3 and 2 are great, but Skate 4 is getting worrisome. Even in video games, yeah, you're totally right. Not just in Skate either, but there's a lot of video games out there where, like, Call of Duty is a massive fucking problem with this. Like, I've even talked about before, where it goes from its, like, ebbs and flows. Like, it had its peak, then took shit, came back a little bit, took shit, came back for a second, and now it took shit again. It's like, it goes for its ebb and flows to the point where it has no originality anymore. It's literally just a copy paste, especially lately. It's just a copy paste of the same fucking shit, where it's like I could literally play the original fucking Modern Warfare remastered bullshit thing that they came out with that I have, and just play these same fucking things that they have with the newest fucking Call of Duty they have. I mean, it's like there's no difference outside of maybe still slightly better graphics, and then maybe different game modes like prop hunt and shit. I was like, ooh, so fancy and amazing. Big games are now pay to play shitholes. Movies are to call in the show. Movies. Things going so. Yeah, we're getting to the point where we can't even really have our entertainment anymore. And you wonder why people are going to like Red Note and getting radicalized to being so anti-American and stuff. Even apolitical people, you wonder why they're getting radicalized. Because even our entertainment sucks. Even our entertainment sucks shit. I mean, if we can't even have like some decent entertainment, if we can't even have our circuses barely for the bread, then obviously the bread and circuses aren't working no more, right? Like, even apolitical motherfuckers are starting to recognize this shit. So it's one of those things where it's, I mean, obviously, it's a show, legit potentially it's going to happen one way or another. I mean, I'm not even memeing with that. I mean, it's going to happen at some point. Because even our entertainment sucks. And if we can't have decent entertainment, like I said, then, what's the bread and circuses all about in the first place? especially if we came even for the circuses or the bread. There's an era for entertainment, the 2000s. Well, not just the 2000s. Also, the 2000s is when it started had its decline, to be honest. I mean, the 90s, the 80s, especially in the 70s, like, I mean, especially when it came to movies and, you know, shows like that, and that was kind of peak, to be honest. I mean, a lot of classic, amazing fucking movies, you know, from the original Cyberpunk, Videodrome, They Live, Alien, Aliens, you know, Eraserhead from '77, David Lynch's first movie. What the fuck? I mean, just fucking name it. Like, you know, the original Terminator, I think, was in the late '80s, and then the second one was in the early '90s, and it's kind of debatable which one is like the peak. I kind of flip flop between the first and the second one. Say Cyberpunk back then. Yeah, Cyberpunk. Yeah, what? Yeah, I think the original movie was, if I remember, at least the late '80s, if I remember correctly. At least the original movie. And then you have Denis Villeneuve's Cyberpunk. That was in the mid to 2010s, I think. Yeah, there's the original one, and then there's Denis Villeneuve's. And then there is obviously, you know, the video game, and then, you know, other properties. Like, because it originally was a book. I mean, that's where it originally came from. It was originally a book. Honestly, a lot of properties like Cyberpunk and Dune, stuff like that, it all came from, you know, a lot of it, you know, came from books. Like Frank Herbert's Dune, you know, was originally a book, and I have the whole collection too. And also, David Lynch's Dune, he hated that movie mostly because he didn't have a lot of like creativity, abilities, you know, with that movie. But his version of Dune is such a fucking amazing movie. Like, David Lynch's Dune is amazing. Dune was a book. No, not Doom. Dune. Actually, I have. Do I have it up here? Oh no, actually, I know where it is, but I'm not gonna grab it. But no, it's Dune by Frank Herbert. It's a whole series. Like, there's a Dune, Children of Dune, Messiah of Dune, and then there's 3 other books, but I forgot the other ones because I'm still having to, you know, catch up on, you know, the rest of the books. Back then, well, I don't have the book of Cyberpunk or anything, but yeah, at least, I mean, at least if I remember, it was at least in like the mid to late '80s, you know, when it came to at least, you know, the original Cyberpunk movie, if I remember correctly. It might be like potentially like '70s or maybe early '90s, something like that, but I'm pretty sure it's in the '80s. Gotta look this up. Well, yeah. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, to be honest. I mean, maybe I am, but I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, it is. You know about Fallout the game? Well, yeah. My first Fallout game was New Vegas. Probably the best one out of all the Fallouts. Gonna walk over to Sin. Yeah, no worries. Just kind of getting into a media, you know, chat a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna head over there pretty soon. I'm also gonna be streaming there, you know, as well. So it's not like, you know, I'm gonna wrap it up yet necessarily. I mean, I will, but just for a respite, just so I can get over there. Plus, I need to get a coffee on the way. Yoshi though, Fallout 1 and 2. I have not played Fallout 1 and 2 yet, but definitely want to. I've been meaning to one of these days, but just haven't. I'm gonna take him. Well, yeah. We'll be back here again, pretty soon. Probably within like an hour, give or take. If that. I might bring the pup up if he wants to be a good boy. Bish, I swear to God. Have a good summer, man. Well, hey, like I said, I'll be back, a little bit. Not that far much, but we'll be back. I'm just wondering, should I crack one for the road or should I wait until I go there? That is the question. Because these were meant for my friend Bri, but he was way too fucked up, so I was kind of holding these, for him, being like, no, these are mine. Because that guy had a little, way too much bourbon from, what happened, from, this evening. Well, the previous evening. Shut the fuck up. Actually, honestly, where the fuck did he put the harness leash? Because I actually want to know where that is. Because if I'm going to bring him, I'm going to need to figure that out. Three rabbit hole is fun. Oh, dude, I'm a sucker for media and shit. Like, I always love talking about stuff like that. I don't know if you have, like, a Discord or anything, but, I mean, my Discord is pretty much the same exact name that it is over here. It's just no space, instead of over here. But if you do, I can, share, like, some, like, really cool stuff, especially when it comes to, like, David Lynch's Dune and, a few other movies that are just fucking amazing that you should definitely check out. Also, the longest fight scene, like a fist fight scene ever in movie history, was also John Carpenter's They Live with Roddy Piper. And, dude, it's like the best fucking scene, or fight scene just in general. It's just amazing. I mean, if I was, streaming on Streamlabs, I would be able to show, some shit, but my phone's stupid and I can't do that, unfortunately. But in time we will get it back. But anyway, I'll be back in probably an hour or less, give or take, potentially. Because I definitely want to stream, the protest is going on tonight. Or, well, not tonight, but this morning. You know what I mean. Anyway, but at least for now, we'll call good. So, toodaloo.